But just to back it up to the most stupid of questions, you're injecting something into your body that has DNA in it. When you inject things like, I don't know, if someone takes intravenous drugs, or when they inject you with painkillers or whatever, is there not DNA in pretty much anything that would be injectable into the body?
Not at this scale, no. Those things are highly purified compounds, and if it were there at all, it would be probably in the attogram level. And we're talking about a millionfold to 100 millionfold higher than that. So this is in vaccine manufacturing is pretty sloppy. They are usually growing them in other cells, and so there's always some carry through DNA that comes through, around the 10 nanogram level. So this is a very different thing than a purified drug. Okay. Now, a lot of people bring up, this is an important question, because they'll say, hey, you eat DNA all the time. And there's this one paper out there that shows when you eat DNA, it ends up in your bloodstream. That paper's false. That is an artifact of the way that paper was sequenced. I happen to be the person who built the sequencer in that study. And there's an artifact with sequencers. When you sequence billions of reads deep, you can see parts per billion of things. And they're not always from blood. They're from the actual reagents that people are using to do the sequencing, which is what occurred in that study. So Paul Offit will often point to this artifact of, hey, you can eat DNA and it ends up in your bloodstream. That's not true. When you eat DNA, it gets destroyed by your gut. The acids in your stomach wreck it. So it's very different injecting this than eating it, because your gut is a defense mechanism. It breaks this stuff down and it doesn't get into your bloodstream. When you inject it, it bypasses this hepatic portal system, and now you have a different scenario. Now, nevertheless, if you inject naked DNA from a vaccine, you have these things called nucleases in your blood that destroy it, and has a half-life of about 10 minutes. When you put a lipid nanoparticle on it, that's how